Welcome back, Towners. Today we're going to make a grilled cheese sandwich with rutabaga fries. Let's get it. Welcome back, Towners, to our week 12 of our game day food and football series. This week we made a grilled cheese sandwich with some rutabaga fries. This is actually a grilled cheese and jalapeno sandwich and rutabaga fries using our Aldi's bread. And we're just going to jump right back into the video to show us how we made this. All right, Towners. To make this grilled cheese and rutabaga fries recipe, we started off with a large rutabaga. It still has a sticker on it, so we're going to peel that off. I heard the stickers are edible. Let me know in the comments if you've heard that same thing or if you leave them on and don't even worry about it. But we went ahead and cut a chunk off the rutabaga and went ahead and peeled it. Use a potato peeler or a vegetable peeler, or feel free to use a knife to do that. But we peeled all the skin off of that and went ahead and cleaned off our cutting board. Then we took our knife and went ahead and cut up the rutabaga into fries. At first, when I started to cut these up, I cut them up a bit thick, but then I remembered the last time that I made these, the ones that were the thickest, they really didn't cook that well through. They were soft in some spots, but they're hard in the other. So I went ahead and tried to cut them up into smaller. The ones that were larger, I tried to cut them up into smaller pieces, like a little bit bigger than a shoestring French fry. And once I got them all cut up, went ahead and placed them into a bowl. Once we placed them into a bowl, we went ahead and seasoned them up with some olive oil, some kosher salt, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, some chili powder, and last, some cumin. Went ahead and mixed all that together. Once it was mixed up, it was on to our air fryer. You feel free to do these in the oven as well. But in the air fryer, we went ahead and dumped all of these into the air fryer and poured in any of the remaining olive oil and seasoning that was in the bottom of the bowl. Poured those over top of our fries and went ahead and just shook up the air fryer to get them all moved around well. And then turn the air fryer on to air fryer mode, which is 390 for 20 minutes. After I started cooking it, I was like, I think I should lower the temp on that. So I went ahead and stopped it and then set it for 350 at 20 minutes and then just let that go. Here's how it looked at the 10-minute mark. You can see that the fries have some nice color on it. The fries, the rutabaga tends to get a bit darker as you cook it. So the color was nice on that. And then you can see the seasoning all throughout. The chili powder and cumin definitely helps to get a nice color on that. Went in and tasted one. It was still a bit crunchy or so in the middle. So we just let that continue to cook for a few more minutes. While that was cooking, it was time for us to make our grilled cheese sandwich. Went ahead and got out our keto-friendly bread from Aldi's, Lovin' Fresh bread. Put it into our pan, and also, we chopped up one of our homies. We had to do that. Put in a jalapeno in with that as the bread heated up. Checked the bread and realized it wasn't toasting as fast as I wanted it to, so went in and just let it go for a little bit longer. And put down a pat of butter. I should have just buttered the bread because the bread wasn't soft or anything. The bread from Lovin' Fresh is a bit hard, so it will hold up to if you spread butter on it. Sometimes bread rips when you do that, but so I just put some in the bottom of the pan and rubbed it into the bottom of the bread that way. But I hear some people try mayonnaise. I've done it once, but I really prefer the taste of butter in doing it. I know the mayonnaise gets you a nice coating, a nice crisp, and a nice color on the outside of the bread. But let me know in the comments if you use your for your grilled cheese sandwiches, if you do it with mayonnaise, butter, or what do you use to make yours. But went ahead and put down our cheese. I would put some Colby jack on one side and some mozzarella on the other, and then went ahead and put our jalapenos on top of that. Pop the lid on that and let that go for about a minute or so, just enough for the cheese to start melting. Once the cheese melted, we went ahead and closed up our sandwich all the way. Smash it down to get all that cheese connected and everything, and plop the lid back on top of the pan and basically just let that go for another 30 seconds on each side on a low heat. At that time, our fries were pretty much done. They went for a total time of about 17 minutes in the air fryer. So depending on how thick you cut up your fries, it would basically depend on how long it'll take to cook them. Again, I did mine pretty thin, and I would have let it go a little bit longer, but I didn't want the color. The cumin and the chili powder was kind of darkening up a bit, so I didn't want the fries to look burnt even though they weren't. So I just took them out at that point. The softness didn't bother me at any, but they were done all the way through. They weren't hard or anything. Here is our grilled cheese sandwich. Went ahead and cut it in half, and here's a close-up of it. Cheese going crazy in there, and well, let the camera go. We had just plated our plate up. Here's our grilled cheese sandwich along with our rutabaga fries. This came out great. The rutabaga fries, the grilled cheese sandwich, just everything comes together well. Just something that you miss on a keto diet: bread, French fries. So this comfort meal definitely works great. Go ahead and definitely try this recipe out, guys. Grilled cheese sandwich. Even if you don't want to use Aldi fresh bread, you can definitely use a low carb wrap or a tortilla shell or whatever you want to use for your bread or that. But try the rutabaga fries out with that, and hope you guys enjoy this recipe. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to hit us up in the comment section below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy. All right, Towners, that was our video on how we made our grilled cheese sandwich and rutabaga fries. Here's a close-up of some of the fries. I cut them really thin, so they cooked up rather quickly. Hopefully you can see that and not my face or my fingers. But nice color on these. The cumin and the chili powder gave it a nice dark color on it. And flavor is good. They cooked up a lot faster than I expected, because normally when I make them, I cut them up really thicker, and they take a lot longer to cook. Cutting them up thinner, like thin French fries, they cook faster. But I would have cooked them a little bit longer, but I didn't want the seasoning to burn in the air fryer, and that would have got them a lot crisper than what they were. But I'm totally fine with the texture that they are now. Let's get a taste of the and I like to actually get some hot Tabasco sauce. You gotta put that on everything. I mix some sugar-free ketchup with some sriracha. Also added a little bit of Tabasco sauce to that. Well, let's see. I hit the spot. Cheese, jalapenos, toasted bread with butter. It's good. Now, to our picks last week, we went 9-6. But is that possible to go 9-6? How many games were there? 1, 2. Oh, 15 games. Yeah. All right. So yeah, we went 9-6 last week, and the games that we lost were the Bengals to the Raiders, the Colts to the Bills, the Texans to the Titans, Vikings to the Packers, Washington to the Panthers, and Chiefs to the Cowboys. So going on to week 12, we got a lot of games going on for the Thursday night, because it's Thanksgiving this week, and they always play their triple header for Thanksgiving. So the first game we have is the Bears versus the Lions. The Lions, they're defeated again. The Bears, Justin Fields, he got hurt, ribs injury, and they switched over to Andy Dalton. He came in and played well, but he wasn't able to pull it out against the Ravens. We're going to go with the Bears over the Ravens for that game. For the 4 o'clock game, Raiders versus Cowboys, we're going to go with the Raiders. No, the Raiders haven't been playing that well, but the Cowboys, they have a lot of people that may not even play in the game. I think that Cooper's under COVID protocol, And CeeDee Lamb is concussion protocol. And I think Ezekiel Elliott is having issues also. So both wide receivers and starting running back not playing. That's all of the offense gone. So I'm going to go with the Raiders on that one because we don't know who's all going to play for that Cowboy game. But I'm going to go with the Raiders. For the 8 o'clock game, the night game for people on the East Coast, Bills versus Saints. Bills laid a dud last week, but I'm going to pick the Bills. Bills to win over the Saints. Going into the Sunday games, first off, we have the Steelers versus the Bengals. The Steelers, they played well versus the Chargers, but they weren't able to pull it out. And the Bengals didn't play well against the Raiders. The Raiders just didn't play well, period. Those first 2 drives of the game, the Raiders stopped them. They got a turnover, but stupid penalties on 3rd down, roughing the passer on a play that he was clearly throwing the ball away. And then I believe pushing the quarterback on another 3rd down penalty gave him a 1st down and extended the drive. They were punting. And so we basically gave them the 10 points that they got going into halftime. It should have basically been 0. They should have had 0 points going into halftime. But I'm going to go with the Steelers. Steelers over the Bengals. Buccaneers versus Colts. The Colts are playing great. I'm going to pick the Colts to beat the Buccaneers. They're healthy. They're doing well. Colts over Bucks. Dolphins versus the Panthers. We're going to go with the Panthers. Another week of Cam Newton back in the system. He's playing well. He wasn't able to pull it out last week. We're going to go with the Panthers over the Dolphins. Titans versus Patriots. I'm going to go with the Patriots. I would have picked the Titans at first, but Henry's out and they're starting to teeter a little bit. Patriots played great against Atlanta, and the week before that, I think they have like almost 2 straight shutouts. But Patriots over the Titans. Eagles versus the Giants. We're going to go with the Eagles on that game. Falcons versus Jaguars. We're going to go with the Falcons. The Jaguars might pull out. They've been playing better, not winning, but actually they have won 2 games. But they almost pulled it out last week, but I'm going to give the Falcons a nod on this. I've been picking the Falcons a lot. They've been losing. Falcons versus Jaguars. Falcons win. Jets versus Titans. 2-8 teams. I had my spoon. What did I flip last time? What did I flip? Well, let's spin this Tabasco sauce bottle. If it ends up facing to the left, we're going to go with the Jets. If it faces to the right, we're going to pick the Texans. Jets. Jets over Texas. Chargers versus Broncos. We're going to go with the Chargers. Rams versus Packers. Packers. Packers over Rams. That's a tough choice, though. Packers. Vikings versus 49ers. 49ers are playing well. Deebo Samuel was killing. I'm gonna go with the 49ers on that game. Browns versus Ravens. It's some good games this week. It's tough to choose. If Lamar Jackson plays the Ravens, but I don't know if he's going to play. He, last minute, got taken out of that game and had to make some fantasy team scrambles, and I lost last week. I don't know. Hopefully, see, I'm making these picks before I know what the injury situation is, but Ravens versus Browns. I'm going to go with the Ravens. If Lamar Jackson plays, hopefully he does. If he doesn't play, they're going to lose. But they won last week, but not against the Browns. Monday Night Football, and that's the Sunday night game, Ravens versus Browns, so he has enough time to get back and recover. Monday night game, Seahawks versus Washington. Ooh, the Seahawks are 3-7. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. It's in Washington, but Seattle's quarterback is back, Russell Wilson. So we'll go with Seattle. Seattle over Washington. The teams that have bye weeks this week are the Chiefs and the Cardinals. So two of those first place teams are getting a break and they sit back and watch everybody else play. But try this recipe out, guys. Rutabaga fries in the air fryer. Jalapeno cheddar grilled cheese sandwich. As always, guys, let me know how you like this recipe. If you have any questions, comments, or how you would like to change it up to make it your own. And also how your team is doing. Who's your favorite team? How your picks are going. And yeah, hope you guys have a nice Thanksgiving holiday weekend. Trying to make this quick and easy for this week because I got to get back to cooking. And but thank you guys. Enjoy. Stay safe.
Enjoy. And please subscribe. Enjoy.
Hey Towners, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. All ingredients and directions are listed in the description box below each video. And as always, thank you guys for watching.